I say hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Juntauz and we're about to continue Red Alert Remastered Edition Soviet campaign with the 13B. Yeah, we are almost done with the original missions. Of course, we are on the hardest difficulty and we're going to start.
I cannot believe they would risk keeping Einstein in such a poorly defended area.
Believe it or not, they did. And now we have him. The transmitter is undetectable and has a range of 500 miles.
What makes you think the Allies will try to rescue him? Certainly they think he died in the attack on the base.
That would have been true, had I not leaked information about Einstein's capture and scheduled execution. The Allies will come for their prize.
And we will be able to track him through his watch.
Yes, comrade. And he will lead us right to the Chronosphere.
Einstein is gone, comrade.
Allied coordinates coming in now.
With the Chronosphere and the Iron Curtain, soon we will stand invincible. Prepare a strike team.
Be careful. The Allied radar automatically sends a destruct code to the Chronosphere if an intruder is detected. If you are detected before the radar is captured, we could lose the Chronosphere.
Losing the Chronosphere is not an option.
So the small amount of information I was giving there that capture the radars before blah blah is captured. That's what triggered me off to think that that I actually need to capture the radar their radar stations before I actually go into destroy their
Waiting acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit lost.
Vehicle report acknowledged. Vehicle report.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
So this is actually
Report
wrong.
acknowledged. Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Okay, yeah, at least it went better than my previous mission where I only had one missile launcher and a tank left. This time I had two tanks and two rocket launchers left. That's pretty nice.
New construction options.
Vehicle reporting.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Get the good stuff. So actually let's do a save here before we 13B.
Mission saved.
Mission saved. Holy crap, I forgot all about the graphics from back then.
Affirmative.
But hey.
Construction complete. Building.
Let's get some power.
Construction complete. Building.
Let's get a radar station. Actually,
On
no,
hold.
let's get a war factory.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Because if I remember correctly, there
Yes, sir.
was a small
Affirmative.
party coming in a bit later.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Oh yeah, I also need to
Acknowledged.
don't forget to place
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
explosives along the coast.
Acknowledged.
No, it's still the same.
Report acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Options.
Silos needed.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Report
Our
affirmative.
base is under attack.
Acknowledged.
On hold.
Yes, sir. Reporting.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Building.
Reporting. At once.
Lost.
Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. At once. Very well.
See, this
Very
is
well.
not good.
Very well. Comrade. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Report. Affirmative.
Oh, this is going to be a very tight squeeze.
Our base is under attack. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Let's focus
Unit
on some
ready.
defense
Yes, sir.
before we actually do anything.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Preparing. Unit lost.
Really?
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Our base
Affirmative.
is under attack. Building. Repairing.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Did they do that in the previous mission?
Construction complete.
I
Unit
don't remember
ready.
that.
Building.
Let's get actually do I? Yeah, I still have power.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Unit ready.
Building.
Building.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Mm,
Building.
Is it me or does
Unit
this map
ready.
feel bigger? But I guess it's just me.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Building. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
The thing
Waiting
is,
for
I-
acknowledged.
Another
Building.
thing, I
Reporting.
think I
Acknowledged.
actually
Yes, sir.
built way
Acknowledged.
too many of these heavy tanks in the
Unit
previous
ready.
mission,
Waiting
Building.
order.
or I should have actually
Acknowledged.
focused more on the mammoth tanks.
Unit ready.
Waiting orders. Reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Unit lost. New construction options.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
I should be able to build. Yeah, I am.
Building. Building.
So let's
Construction complete.
maybe start getting some.
Building. Construction complete. Building.
Oh, I have almost no more.
Reporting.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
There has to
Unit
be
ready.
some nearby.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Here's some.
Acknowledged.
Good.
Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Or I did
Building.
lose a truck there.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
You,
Reporting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
you go
Building.
there.
Construction
Waiting order.
complete.
Affirmative.
You get a
New
sub
construction
pen.
options.
Insufficient
Insufficient funds. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
We do want an airstrip.
Building.
At least this one has a mine shaft. That means the Tiberium or whatever it is gonna regrow.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Building. New construction options.
Options.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative. Reporting.
Unit lost.
Units
Unit
okay.
lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Let's deliver me from these
Unit
over here.
Acknowledged.
Building. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Really?
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Waiting.
lost.
Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Agreed. Affirmative.
And maybe getting
Affirmative.
rid of a few ships as
At
well.
once. At once. Of course.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Ready and
Unit
waiting.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Acknowledged. Ready and waiting.
Lost. Low
Acknowledged.
Yeah, I need to focus on these first before I
Building.
think about my own base.
lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Comrade? Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative.
Yeah, they're going for my harvesters.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
The bad thing about this battle removes the TPM or the ores underneath them.
Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Comrade? Affirmative.
Unit lost.
This
Affirmative.
is insane.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
This is the hard version.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Okay, no more
Unit
shops.
ready.
I think 4
Waiting
is
for
more than
affirmative.
enough for now.
Acknowledged.
So
Select
let's
target.
start in that corner this time around.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
At least he's not getting free units every
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
all the time.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
I
Affirmative.
think it was 2 missions ago where he was getting cruisers
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
every 5 minutes, 4 or
Acknowledged.
5 minutes or so. I'll
Affirmative.
consider that cheating.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
I do see a boat right there.
Affirmative.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Let's get rid of that boat first.
On hold.
You know what?
Cancel. Building. On hold. Building.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Spy plane ready.
Affirmative.
Ready.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
I
Affirmative.
think there's a diagonal right here.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Do I really have to
Base
restart
is under attack.
loads? I'll do a loads. Yeah. I think I attacked too early on the left side.
Mission loaded.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
I think... How should I proceed with this?
Construction complete. Building.
Maybe I should go for some sand
Construction
sites
complete.
and test the coral.
Building.
No, what I'm doing,
On
I need to
hold.
build a war factory
Cancelled.
first.
Building.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Silos needed.
Acknowledged.
Silos needed.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
You just have to wait, cause
Waiting order.
I'm absolutely sure if I
Yes, sir.
turn in that material,
Comrade. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete. Our
Acknowledged.
base is under attack. New construction options.
Reporting.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building. Silos needed.
Vehicle reported. Acknowledged.
Silos needed.
Report. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Report.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Our base is under
Affirmative.
attack. Unit lost. Silos
Acknowledged.
needed.
Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
See, this was the same as
Unit
before.
lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
However, this time I do think I'm gonna go for a third ore refinery.
Repairing. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Base is under attack.
See?
Unit ready.
At least I survived
Building.
that attack. So once I build my third here,
Construction complete.
I will go for a radar dome.
Building.
Yeah, power still okay.
Unit ready.
And
Building.
then I am
On hold. Building.
don't get too many because I want to focus on the mammoth tanks.
Construction complete. New construction options.
So
Building.
let's see here.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Hitting one more.
Unit ready.
Not sure why I built that one there, to be honest.
Construction complete.
I can sell
Structure
that one.
sold.
Yes,
Building.
sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order.
I see
Acknowledged.
you.
Acknowledged.
Construction.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Perfect.
Building.
20 energy per. That's a lot.
Building.
Yeah.
Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir.
So now the
Acknowledged.
next issue
Affirmative.
comes.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
We need
Acknowledged.
to locate more
Acknowledged.
minerals.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Is there anything down here?
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yeah,
Affirmative.
there is, but that's a long
Acknowledged.
way to go.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Low power. Building.
Typical, and then there's gonna be an attack right now. Or not.
Comrade, acknowledged.
Construction complete. Building.
Let's build a few more just to be sure.
Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir.
I do
Vehicle
want to
report
get
affirmative.
myself
Yes,
maybe
sir.
one more
Affirmative.
SAM site or two. I also need to
Construction complete.
get myself a tech center.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Go for the good
Acknowledged.
stuff.
Affirmative.
I
Affirmative.
kind of wish that, I guess it would be too much to
Affirmative.
ask, but that you, once
Yes,
you
sir.
click one of these, you should get the option focus on the good stuff instead of just harvesting whatever.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
See, there it is.
Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
We're gonna be under attack now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Vehicle acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, they are stupid enough to follow.
Yes, sir.
Base is under attack. Prepare.
What the?
Awaiting affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Ready. Building.
I
Acknowledged.
literally do
Affirmative.
not
Yes,
understand
sir.
this freaking
Reporting.
game sometimes.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
See?
Yes, sir.
Again.
Acknowledged. Comrade.
lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Is there any specific
Yes, sir.
about
Waiting
those
orders.
medium tanks that makes them so overpowered considered towards bigger tanks?
Unit ready. Unit lost. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Well, I kind of...
Acknowledged. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
at least I had
Acknowledged.
mammoth tanks around it, so
Yes, sir.
I have to guard this with my life, else I have to reset the mission again.
Acknowledged.
There might not be enough for this one trip here. Okay. Actually, I can sell one of these.
Construction sold.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, okay.
Did I only get about
Unit
21
ready.
Yes, sir.
resources for one of those?
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Actually,
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
I'm taking a chance here, because I know there's some
Acknowledged.
good materials right over here. Good ore.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Holy crap, he went far before he actually got destroyed.
Yes, sir.
I have to micromanage this
Acknowledged.
Unit
one.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
I want the good stuff. Let's see. Incoming attack.
Base is under attack. Preparing. Unit lost. Unit ready. Building.
What did I lose? 1, 2. Oh crap.
Base is under attack. Insufficient funds. On hold. Cancelled.
Vehicle
Building.
reporting. Acknowledged.
Repairing. 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 Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative.
Our base is under attack. Repairing.
Okie dokie.
On hold. Building.
Let's get ourselves another ore refinery. How many tanks did I actually had last run? Yeah, right now I haven't even went to build a sub pen just yet. Right now my focus is actually just getting my base up and running and start getting some minerals. So far, this mission has been a tiny beeny bit harder than the other
Construction
one.
complete. Building. Insufficient funds. Building. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
I'm actually wondering, if I remember correctly, the Iron Curtain,
Affirmative.
does it have a cooldown or is it a one-time
ready.
use?
Building.
Because I know
Acknowledged.
there was a certain ability you were only able to use once. Once you have used it once, you cannot use it again.
Repairing.
And I cannot remember what game, if it was actually Red Alert or if it's some other game. Ooh, I forgot something. I need to
Unit
airfields.
ready. Building. Cancel. On
You know what,
hold.
let's
Building.
do this the right way.
Construction complete. Building. Construction complete.
Vehicle report. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Really?
Our base is under attack.
Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Repair.
Yes, sir. Reporting.
Unit lost. Building. Unit ready. Building. On hold. Cancel. Construction complete. New construction options.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
He's dead. And he's dead.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Vehicle reporting.
So it remembers the order I'm clicking in. That's interesting.
Unit lost. Insufficient funds.
Yeah. See, now it starts to get dangerous here because I know there are some units right here.
Spy plane ready.
Let's just check
Select
it out.
target.
If they're actually there. See, yeah, they are there.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
See, perfect timing also.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Okay, let's get rid of the next group here.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Our
Acknowledged.
base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Comrade, acknowledged.
Again, freaking
Yes, sir.
typical.
Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Select target. Unit ready. Building. Insufficient
Yes, sir.
funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
At least my
Unit
howitzer is
ready.
gonna be left alone
Building.
for just a few more minutes or.
Select target. Unit lost. Reinforcements have arrived. Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative.
We have
Affirmative.
two choppers and a heck of a lot of ships.
Unit lost.
It is a
Unit
cruiser.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Spy
Waiting.
plane
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Select target.
Yeah, I literally need to start
Building.
focusing actually getting myself some submarines.
Insufficient funds.
Funds. Because right now it seems like I might get into trouble
Construction
soon
complete.
if I don't start. Or maybe I should have.
Building.
How many do I have? I need 5 more. And I would say
Unit
after those
ready.
5, I will do
Building.
the first attack.
Yes,
Reporting.
Because right now, I'm just postponing
sir.
my luck, so to speak.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
I could move down.
Acknowledged.
There's probably a
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
group down here,
Affirmative.
around here.
Acknowledged.
Spy plane. ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
And perfect
Acknowledged.
timing.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
That my sub pen it is.
New construction options. Building.
Actually, let's save just to be sure. Soviet 13B temp.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Awaiting yes, sir. Orders. Acknowledged.
Okay, so you're not going after.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Okay, weird.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
All I have to be all I have to be careful about here actually.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative. Comrade. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative.
Do not destroy the bridge.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Water.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Affirmative.
Lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Yes, sir. Waiting for affirmative. Waiting for affirmative.
Let me
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Lost.
Acknowledged.
You know what? No, I have to reload because that. Is this one? Load. That I have to take care of that that cruise ship first, because that is.
loaded.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Let's retreat a bit.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Did I? Yeah, I started my submarine production.
Comrade? Yes, sir. Affirmative.
You can turn around and shoot this guy.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Okay,
Select target. Select target. On hold.
you know what? I do need to do this because I need to get.
Unit ready.
Comrade,
These are
affirmative.
running.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
I can do some
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
micromanagement
Vehicle
with my
acknowledged. Affirmative.
submarines to make sure they're kept alive. See, now my next issue
Yes, sir.
comes.
Unit
Now
ready.
I'm getting too close to the
Building.
cruisers.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
But I have to do with what
Yes,
I have,
sir.
so I would prefer you to Yeah, there is not
Waiting
actually.
order. Acknowledged.
If I can just,
Affirmative.
I saw that.
Spy plane
Yes,
ready.
sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Vehicle report. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
really?
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
What did they destroy here?
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yeah, I need
Yes,
to
sir.
save depot.
Affirmative.
No.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Holy crap, this is definitely
Affirmative.
requiring a lot more.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
This requires a lot
Yes,
more
sir.
micromanagement
Acknowledged.
than the previous
Acknowledged.
mission, that's for sure.
Vehicle reporting.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Do we have. We do.
Select target. Our
Reporting.
base is under
Acknowledged.
attack.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Vehicle affirmative. Vehicle affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
See, the thing is, I need to take care of that.
Acknowledged.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
The thing is, as soon as they start shooting.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
No, 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 no!
Acknowledged.
Oh, this-
Acknowledged.
Naval unit lost.
Vehicle report. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost. Construction
Vehicle
complete.
affirmative.
oh, I
Affirmative.
hate.
Affirmative.
If someone's
Acknowledged.
shooting at you, you should
Affirmative.
react, not
Acknowledged.
just stand around
Affirmative.
and looking.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Select target.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
Comrade.
Actually,
Affirmative.
they are
Awaiting
starting
affirmative.
correctly to
Affirmative.
do a proper attack
Acknowledged.
without me using too much.
Yes,
Perfect.
sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Our base
Acknowledged.
is under attack.
Absolutely.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Acknowledged.
really?
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
I've lost all my harvesters.
Mission loaded.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Acknowledged.
So the only reason way I can get rid of the
Acknowledged.
constant attack is if I have my party right about here.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Report acknowledged. Affirmative.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Select target. On hold. Cancel. Unit ready.
Perfect.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived.
And I
Waiting
know
orders. Very
I'm
well.
gonna be under attack from up here
Very well.
from those pesky artilleries.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Affirmative.
Spy plane ready.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we can manage.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
See, there they come.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Agreed. Of course. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Did I get two? I got 2 of the
Affirmative.
tanks. That's pretty nice.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Spy plane
Affirmative. Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
I can send
Yes,
you
sir.
back again.
Acknowledged.
So
Building. On hold.
actually,
Cancel. Building.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
I
Waiting
think
order.
that's the right
Acknowledged.
spot to be.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Waiting affirmative. Acknowledged.
KKK.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Structure
Yes, sir.
sold.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Okay,
Acknowledged.
let's move in here.
Naval
Affirmative.
unit lost. Unit ready.
Okay,
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
maybe
Affirmative.
not be the best attack.
Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting.
Insufficient funds.
Reporting. Affirmative. Comrade. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Let's see here.
Affirmative.
There has to be a way I can
Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
get
Affirmative.
them out.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Report.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Okay,
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
really.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged. Report. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Report. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Come on, there has to be
Waiting
a.
for knowledge. Vehicle report. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Our base is under attack. Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Again,
Acknowledged.
how
Affirmative. Yes, Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative.
Turn around, yes.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Waiting orders.
Let's just continue.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Actually,
Insufficient
this seems to be right in.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Or
Affirmative.
not.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Apparently
Acknowledged.
not.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
See, now it starts to see a bit brighter on this. There's only
Acknowledge.
one
Affirmative.
nasty ship left.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Naval unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Waiting
lost.
order. Yes,
Really?
sir. Acknowledged.
Naval
Yes,
unit
sir.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building. On hold.
Yes, sir.
This
Awaiting
is
order. Acknowledged.
insane.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Select
This is just within
Unit
reach of
ready.
the gap gun.
building.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Well, if I lose it, I lose it.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Prepare.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Our base is
Yes,
under
sir.
attack.
Acknowledged.
Oh, what the
Yes,
heck?
sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Yes, sir.
funds.
Affirmative.
Awaiting
Base is
orders.
under attack.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Affirmative.
Spy plane ready. Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative.
Did he just freaking
Affirmative.
take out all my howitzers again?
Unit ready.
That son of a... And God knows how long back this is. I'm wondering, should I push through with these?
Yes, sir. Team orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Maybe I should push through and get that freaking destroyer.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Because the
Affirmative.
destroyer is actually the one
Acknowledged.
making troubles at the moment.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Waiting
Unit
orders.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Move in.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Waiting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Lost.
Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Building. Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Sorry to say, this is crazy.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Select target.
Well, at least I don't have to think about...
On hold. Cancel.
Oh, by the way, I need
Select
to...
target. Unit lost. Reinforcements have arrived.
Right.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Lost.
And then, of course, he
Yes,
goes
sir.
from a
Unit ready.
harvester's...
Acknowledged.
Building. Unit lost.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Load.
Mission loaded.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds. On hold.
Report.
Cancel.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
You know what? I'm gonna try something
Acknowledged.
here.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Might not be the popular
Affirmative.
way.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Comrade.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Report. Acknowledged. Comrade. Reporting.
Unit lost.
Come on, yes.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
That means he cannot get
Acknowledged.
cross that.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Who knows?
Yes, sir.
Maybe that's what's actually
Waiting
gonna
order.
be
Acknowledged.
the winning side of this.
Select target. Unit ready. Building.
Yes,
Reinforcements
sir.
have arrived.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Maybe I
Acknowledged.
can get rid of some of these over
Affirmative.
here.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Funds, I
Yes,
know.
sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
I just need to take care of some boats.
Acknowledged.
Rowing
Acknowledged.
boats.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Can I actually reach?
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Our base is under attack. Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Report affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Awaiting affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Okay,
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
that went well.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Okay.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds.
See,
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
he's still trying to control my base.
Unit
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to get...
Acknowledged.
Our base is under attack.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course. Vehicle acknowledged. Acknowledged.
On hold. Cancel. Building.
Reporting.
yeah.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
And they're back at
Acknowledged.
it down here.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Reporting.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Okay,
Awaiting order.
let's do something
Acknowledged.
here.
Construction
Acknowledged.
Because I know
Affirmative.
now that
Affirmative.
Cancel.
Yeah,
Building.
that might be stupid of me doing
Construction
that, but
complete.
hey, that's how it is.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction
Report acknowledged.
So
Building.
far, the only way
Construction complete.
is through
Yes, sir.
this
Acknowledged.
street right here.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Acknowledged.
Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete.
Let's actually
Building.
build a service depot because I need to make sure they cannot go to shore.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Let's
Vehicle
set
report.
these down
Affirmative.
here.
Acknowledged.
Let's
Select target.
set targets right there. Perfect.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Get the good stuff.
Construction complete.
Ooh, yes, sir.
New construction options.
Mine layer.
Building. Insufficient funds.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Come on. Maybe I could have avoided a lot of hassle.
Reporting.
There's a
Acknowledged.
building right there.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Let's put some landmines.
Building.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Making sure so he cannot put units to shore again.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
My plane is ready.
Select target. Unit lost.
What?
Building.
Really? Destroyer, gunboat.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting order. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Comrade. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Waiting order.
Moving.
Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Spy plane
Acknowledged.
ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Comrade. Affirmative. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Preparing. Unit ready.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I am absolutely sure
Affirmative.
what happened is I
Acknowledged.
probably threw over a landmine or something.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Select target. Reinforcements have
Yes, sir.
arrived.
Acknowledged.
They got a few subs. And this seems to be
Awaiting
going a lot
orders.
better than before.
Affirmative.
Base is
Acknowledged.
under attack. Preparing.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Okay, now I have that under control. Let's do some more exploring right about here.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
we can actually go back to
Building.
start producing some actually units. Have I lost the harvester? I have. Oh, he's right there.
On hold. Cancel.
Yeah,
Building.
I need another harvester.
Preparing. Unit ready.
Unit ready.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
So right now,
Affirmative.
I should somewhat be
Yes,
safe
sir.
about things here.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Actually, let's see if we can put out some of
Acknowledged.
these.
Select target. Spy plane ready.
Yes, sir.
Select target.
Was it,
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
there's a gap gun.
Acknowledged.
That's perfect.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Reporting.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
This is the break we need.
Waiting order.
So
Affirmative.
let's see here. We can
Affirmative.
actually.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
I didn't see that gunboat there, to be
Affirmative.
honest.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative.
Spy plane
Acknowledged.
ready. Select target.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
And they have a
Yes,
label.
sir.
here.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Waiting order. Affirmative.
Our base is
Waiting
under attack.
order. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Perfect.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Waiting
Building.
order. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
And
Affirmative.
they are done.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Select target. Reinforcements
Yes, sir.
have arrived.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
I guess I have to send you back
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
because you are
Acknowledged.
way too damaged for doing
Spy
do
planes
this.
ready. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Oh really? Where did they come from all of a sudden?
Yes, sir.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Yes, sir.
However, those are a bit
Acknowledged.
stupider
Acknowledged.
because
Acknowledged.
he is very close to the shore
Acknowledged.
and he's going from a harvester and not my
Affirmative.
tanks.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Waiting
Unit
orders.
lost.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Whoa.
Building. Unit lost.
So yeah, I kind of do see this as the
Select
hard
target.
mission and not the easy one. Because this is, sorry to say,
Yes,
this is
sir.
crazy.
Acknowledged.
Have I lost my harvester? No, it's down here. And there's two here, that's good. For a second there
Yes,
I
sir.
thought
Acknowledged.
I've actually lost my
Acknowledged.
harvester
Waiting orders.
again.
Acknowledged.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Repairing. Repairing.
Affirmative.
Come on, give me some money.
Yes, sir.
Unit repaired.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
So they're
Acknowledged.
actually not that expensive to repair.
Affirmative.
That's good.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds. Our base is under
Acknowledged.
attack.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Move out.
Spy plane
Acknowledged.
ready. Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Our base is
Acknowledged.
under attack.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Well, let's
Acknowledged.
try this again.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Our base
Yes,
is under
sir.
attack.
Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Comrade, acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Really?
Comrade, affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
let's continue
Affirmative.
this shenanigans we
Unit
have
ready.
here.
Affirmative.
Building.
I kind of have to do the
Affirmative.
annoying thing all over
Affirmative.
again and again.
Affirmative.
At some point,
Acknowledge.
they
Affirmative.
will die.
Comrade, acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
See, one boat
Acknowledged.
down.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
There
Yes,
it
sir.
is.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Come
Affirmative.
on, baby.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
There's
Affirmative.
probably a few destroyers here as well.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Naval unit
Affirmative.
lost. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Comrade. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
And he keeps repairing and repairing and repairing.
Waiting order. Comrade,
We
affirmative.
do need to get closer to see if there's actually... I think there's a
Affirmative.
destroyer right here.
Acknowledged.
There's actually two.
Affirmative. Comrade. Affirmative. Waiting acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction
Reporting.
complete.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Vehicle
Building.
reporting. Acknowledged.
Waiting order. Waiting acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Let's move in so he can't build again.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Perfect.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Comrade.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative.
Yeah, I think there's nothing else I want right here. Insignificant funds.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived.
Reporting.
So
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Comrade. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
that
Affirmative.
is basically keeping
Affirmative.
him from
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
escaping. But I don't think there's any more subs or navy dudes over here.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
So that means I have to continue over here because there's these boats.
Select target.
Let's see here.
Select target.
There's a
Unit
gap car
ready.
or some sort.
Building. Construction complete. Unit lost. Repairing.
Yes, sir.
I
Acknowledged.
think
Insufficient
it's
funds.
almost about time I soonish starting an attack. So
On
I think
hold.
I'm gonna.
Cancel. Building. Building.
Yes,
Vehicle
sir.
reporting.
Let's save. Soviet 13B temp. Confirm.
Mission
Resume.
safe.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
This time
Affirmative.
around, there
Affirmative.
shouldn't really be any issues of getting through.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Spy plane ready. Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Actually-
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
I kinda need to
Acknowledged.
take care of these first.
Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir. Affirmative.
Vehicle
Okay.
acknowledged.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative.
I can
Acknowledge.
live with
Waiting
that.
orders. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Awaiting or
Spy
acknowledged.
plane ready.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting.
Naval unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Vehicle acknowledged.
On hold.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
I guess I don't need more if I'm just being smart about using my subs
Acknowledged.
the right way.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes,
Naval
sir.
unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Really?
Affirmative.
Sometimes I
Affirmative.
really don't understand the damage output of some of these units.
Acknowledged.
Some of them they can one-shot you, and some others they
Affirmative.
barely.
Affirmative.
Naval unit
See?
lost. Unit ready. Building. On hold.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
On hold.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Now, let's see if I
Acknowledged.
can do. That's
Acknowledged.
better.
Affirmative.
So, is there actually a cruise ship here?
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
There is.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building. Insufficient funds.
Waiting order.
Waiting orders.
Acknowledged. Waiting order. Comrade, acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes,
Unit
sir.
ready. Building.
Oh, that's always something.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Cancel.
Awaiting order.
Okay,
Affirmative.
the cruise ship is dead. I can
Affirmative.
continue my attack.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
I'm guessing they have taken all the
Acknowledged.
minerals over
Affirmative.
here also. No, they're still
Affirmative.
here.
Affirmative.
Unit
Ooh.
ready.
Acknowledged.
That's nice.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Actually,
Affirmative.
I want to save that.
Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
See, this is better.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Yes, I don't
Unit
need to
ready.
build that far up.
Building. New construction options. Training. On hold.
Yes, sir. No
Yes, sir.
problem.
Affirmative.
You know,
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
let's roll it out.
Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
So he has no memory. He has no
Affirmative.
money at the moment.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Really?
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Here they are.
Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Okay.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
And let me guess. They are just gonna run over the only landmine there is in within miles.
Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
So my
Affirmative.
plan is to actually overtake their command
Affirmative.
center, which makes me get access to
Acknowledged. Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative.
the
Affirmative.
constructions. Come on,
Affirmative.
Construction
Awaiting orders.
options.
Acknowledged. Engineering.
Next building.
Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir.
I think there's what 3 or 4 of them. At least there was plenty of them in the previous mission.
Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir.
There we go.
Acknowledged.
There
Yes,
is
sir.
one more over here.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
As I said,
Reporting.
if you're over here,
Acknowledged.
at least get the good
Affirmative.
stuff.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Vehicle
Let's get
acknowledged.
to work.
Affirmative.
Oh, I probably do need
Engineering. Affirmative.
Building.
transporter.
Engineering. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Yeah.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds. Select target. Unit ready. Building.
Waiting
Unit
order.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Awaiting acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
See, here's the thing. I am not able to capture.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
What? Where?
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Where did I lose a unit? Actually, let's...
Primary building selected.
Yes, sir.
Really?
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Acknowledged.
don't come tell me there's a
Affirmative.
destroyer in here.
Acknowledged.
There's two of them. Actually, we don't need that one anymore.
Structure sold. On hold.
What did we need? Oh yeah, we need one more transport.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Come on, destroy it.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Acknowledged.
So,
Acknowledged.
no more.
Affirmative.
Perfect.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
So let's see, we can sell that one.
Structure sold.
Yes, sir.
The music is actually very
Comrade.
nice.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
What
Comrade.
about this music or this
Affirmative.
specific number?
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
How many? I'm guessing there's 4 tanks here.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Spy plane
Affirmative.
Select target.
Waiting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, I can destroy the
Affirmative.
power.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
I
Acknowledged.
think there's more power here.
Acknowledged.
Oh, they have more.
Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Vehicle reported. Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Spy plane ready.
Affirmative.
Select target.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
And this one.
Mission
What?
failed.
Oh. I guess I went too close. Okay, so if I get too
Mission
close to
closed.
the...
Unit ready. Building.
Okay,
On hold. Cancel. Primary building selected.
connected. That was
Unit
actually a
ready.
huge setback.
Building.
Yes, sir.
That was actually not very good. Not
Spy
very good.
plane ready.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Actually, let's
Unit
just
ready.
use the spy plane right here.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Report affirmative. Acknowledged.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Prepare.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
System attack.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Unit repaired.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Spy plane ready.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Okay, that means we need really.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Naval unit lost.
Awaiting
See, that
acknowledged.
one had full
Affirmative.
health, and again, I'm.
Affirmative.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle acknowledged.
Moving.
Acknowledged.
Report.
Oh, we have a
Affirmative.
third.
Acknowledged.
Vehicle
Come on,
acknowledged.
move and shoot.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
It's
Acknowledged.
not that hard.
Affirmative.
We do need
Building.
one more of those here.
Unit ready. Primary building selected. All base
Reporting
is under
once. Very well.
attack. Building.
Again, I have
Comrade,
no
affirmative.
freaking way he's still alive.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Report. Acknowledged. Waiting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yeah? Okay.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Waiting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Move.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
See,
Affirmative.
there should be what 2 or 3
Affirmative.
destroyers here, cruisers.
Vehicle acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
That
Affirmative.
is it.
Affirmative.
So let's see here.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting. Yes, sir.
Question is, should I go for the attack now or
Comrade.
2,
Yes,
3,
sir.
4,
Yes, sir. Comrade.
5?
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Building.
How many harvesters do I?
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Reporting at once. Vehicle acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Repair.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Already.
Unit repaired. Repairing.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds.
See.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Where's my harvesters? Here. And here. And
Repair.
down there.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit repaired. Repairing. On hold.
I'll just pause that for a
Insufficient
second.
funds.
Or I can just use the new one here that just finished.
Comrade. Yes, sir.
3,
Vehicle
4,
report.
Yes,
5.
sir. Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Let's see.
Unit repaired.
Yes, reporting.
I guess I can start moving down
Acknowledged.
because I have
Affirmative.
destroyed
Acknowledged.
the
Affirmative.
Cruisers.
Acknowledged.
so I guess I can.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Oh, I forgot to build the
Building.
barracks.
Select target.
Select target.
Construction complete. New construction
Oh, did I
options.
just screw up there? No, I didn't.
Select target. Select target. Reinforcements have arrived. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Very well. At once. Yes, sir. Of
Unit
course.
lost.
Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very well.
Unit
Very
lost.
well. Yes, sir.
Unit Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Okay, goody goody.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Sadly, you are not able to sell your ships or
Waiting
units
affirmative.
once they are actually useless. That is something I
Comrade.
really wish they have made. So
Affirmative.
I know there's a trick. I'm not sure if it works every time, but
Yes, sir.
let's see here. What's the
Spy plane
options? Key bindings. Let's see. Quick sell, toggle cell modes. Shift S.
Reporting. Affirmative.
No.
Yes, sir.
Maybe it's just another
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
version of the game where it's
Acknowledged.
actually possible.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Let's give them a number. And actually, let's save before we move in. Soviet 13B Temp 2.
Mission saved.
Resume.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Lost.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Let's get rid of all the nasty buildings.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Training.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Training.
Acknowledged.
And still he tries to keep
Acknowledged.
things up and
Affirmative.
going, running.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Training.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Let's see, is there anything?
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Jet
Awaiting
generator.
orders. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Can it actually
Affirmative.
reach?
Yes,
Can.
sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Okay.
Reporting.
I lost a few
Acknowledged.
tanks, but hey, that's
Affirmative.
okay. I should be able to survive. I think, yeah, I have
Awaiting
4 of
orders.
them out there.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
So at least it's only one
Affirmative.
tank. Probably just one tank and then maybe 2 turrets.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yeah, 1 tank, 2 turrets.
Acknowledged.
Should be
Acknowledged.
possible.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Now the other problem is I
Training.
need to get this
Yes,
one
sir.
back up here.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes.
ready.
And down here.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Let's see.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
How many gap generators does you actually have?
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Okay,
Affirmative.
let's get you first.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Let's get some power.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Report.
Let's
Affirmative.
get you to shore.
Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reload.
Acknowledged. 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 Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
So now the slow game starts once again, because I do think I need to capture these,
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
because
Yes,
why else would there be more
Yes,
than
sir. Acknowledged.
500 of these buildings on this map?
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Okay.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Oh, is that my... Oh, I was about to say my
Engineering.
engineers, but no.
Affirmative.
I never got to move them further.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Affirmative.
On hold. Cancel.
Comrade.
Let's get these down here as well.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Engineering.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Engineering.
Okay. Why is it that it only says enemy structures, but
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
not what the structure
Affirmative.
is? Because
Engineering. Affirmative.
in
Affirmative.
the... If you
Waiting
were
order,
attacking
Affirmative. Comrade.
with
Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
move your
Acknowledged.
mouse over a ship, it actually tells you what kind
Engineering.
of ship it is. Come on.
Affirmative.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
New construction options.
Options.
Building.
Yes, reporting.
Actually,
Cancel. Building.
Comrade. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
let's destroy the remaining around here.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
We do not go down here just yet.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
We will
Affirmative.
continue
Acknowledged.
over here.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Base is
Affirmative.
under attack. Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Let's get ourselves the
Acknowledged.
chat generator down here.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Oh,
Acknowledged.
there was a building here.
Affirmative.
Yeah, that's right.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders.
Waiting orders.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
So right
Acknowledged.
now, let's give this
Primary
a primary
building
building. So
selected.
let's actually sell this one. We don't need that one anymore.
Sold. Building.
Reporting.
So have they
Select
power
target.
enough for their that are jabby?
Unit
Still.
ready. Building.
Seems like they do.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Waiting
funds.
acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Waiting order.
Let's move in.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Comrade. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders.
I might lose these
Acknowledged.
3, but
Select target. Unit ready.
Report.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Select target.
Echo
Reinforcements have
acknowledged.
arrived.
Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
yes, they're following me.
Affirmative.
That's good.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Or is it?
Affirmative.
Spike lane
Hmm,
ready. Building.
we don't need that one
Structure
anymore.
sold. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
We do have engineers here still.
Affirmative.
Let's see. Did
Mission failed.
mission failed? What happened? Someone went near the Chronosphere.
Mission loaded.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Cancel. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yeah, we can
Acknowledged.
go again.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Yes,
Unit
sir.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Training.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
You know what? Let's just get rid of these buildings.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Report. Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yeah, let's get rid of this
Acknowledged.
building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Let's move in.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
So that should be enough for me
Select
to.
target.
So let's see. We have
Waiting
3 of
order.
these. Good.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
I do want some more of those. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Building.
Actually,
Awaiting orders. Very well.
Structure sold.
Let's do this instead.
Building.
Because now they don't have anything down there. That means we can actually start selling this. We don't need it.
Construction complete. Insufficient funds.
Waiting order.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
We don't need you.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
So let's see here.
Primary building selected.
We need one here.
Building. Spy
sorry.
plane ready.
Yes, sir.
On
We have,
hold.
oh, we have already. In here already goods we
Cancel.
don't need.
Building.
Spy plane ready.
Select target. Unit ready.
Should be coming anytime soon.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
So let's see here. Oh,
Yes,
they're
sir.
here.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Vehicle report. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Reporting. Report. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yeah.
Acknowledged.
Spy plane
Acknowledged. Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
ready. Select target. New construction options.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Let's actually build another
Building.
refinery.
Yes, vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Of course, you never know what you're gonna run into.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Insufficient
So
funds.
let's save here again. 13B. 10. Yes.
Mission saved.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
But I cannot believe. I
Affirmative.
think they shut down one of my planes, spy planes or something,
Acknowledged.
and that triggered the
Acknowledged.
failure.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Spy plane ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Okay, so we do not want to continue
Acknowledged.
there. Where's my? Oh,
Comrade.
they're here.
Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting.
Let's move
Affirmative.
here.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
This will
Affirmative.
make me able to see.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yeah,
Reporting.
they definitely not the
Acknowledged.
ones with the high IQ.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Oh, I have ready here.
Awaiting affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Vehicle report. Affirmative.
Wait for their power. Thank you.
Select target.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
No problem. Acknowledged.
Select target.
Let's see if it actually works.
Yes, sir.
Unless they still have power.
Acknowledged.
They don't have
Select
power.
target.
Yes,
Reinforcements
sir.
have arrived.
Acknowledged. Ready and waiting.
Lost. Unit lost.
And their jab generator doesn't work either.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
So that means we can
Affirmative.
actually do some shenanigans once again. Actually, we don't need... do we? Oh,
Yes,
two.
sir. Acknowledged.
Spy plane ready.
We have
Vehicle reporting.
this.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Select target.
Awaiting orders. Vehicle report.
We
Reporting.
do need to go pick up an engineer
Acknowledged.
right here.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, let's go for
Yes, sir.
another
Acknowledged.
one.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
So they're actually... It feels like
Affirmative.
they're stronger against
Affirmative.
buildings than they are stronger against units.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Let's pick up our
Affirmative.
engineer.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Select target.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yeah, I don't even dare to
Acknowledged.
go near that
Acknowledged.
Chronosphere just yet.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Actually, I don't want to
Acknowledged.
do that.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Oh, there it is. I was about to
Yes,
say,
sir.
where the heck is it?
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Got the power.
Yes, sir.
I have
Acknowledged.
no idea why I didn't destroy that
Acknowledged.
power plant.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Spy
Okay.
plane
Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Select target.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Shoot that one. Yeah,
Yes,
we
sir.
did, we did go there.
Acknowledged.
Good, goody.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Okay, where's my engineer?
Awaiting orders.
Oh, he's here.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Come on. So there's one or two left.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm not
Affirmative.
even gonna bother with
Acknowledged.
Spy plane
buildings.
ready.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Report. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting.
Actually, I thought I
Acknowledged.
built more.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Holy crap, I have a lot of money.
Building. Primary building selected. Structure sold.
I can sell that
Yes,
one.
sir.
Unit ready.
Awaiting
Building.
orders.
No.
Awaiting
Unit
orders.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Comrade.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Comrade.
Building.
Acknowledged.
3,
Yes, sir.
4.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting
Oh.
orders.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building. On hold.
Affirmative.
Spy plane
Vehicle
ready.
reporting. Acknowledged.
3.
Yes, sir.
You can go to shore
Acknowledged.
here.
Affirmative.
Going into transit.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
And you can go
Acknowledged.
over here.
Acknowledged. 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 Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
5.
Report. Affirmative.
10.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
I'll try with this.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Just need that turret
Yes,
destroyed.
sir. Acknowledged. 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 Waiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Waiting for acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Oh, and
Acknowledged.
all of a sudden they have power again.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
But not for long.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Just wanna make sure we're not
Acknowledged.
rebuilding. But
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
oh, we do need an engineer. I
Training.
forgot about that.
Yes, sir. Awaiting or acknowledged.
We are definitely having
Engineering.
enough money.
Affirmative.
That's for sure.
Affirmative.
Awaiting or affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting, yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Okay, let's move here.
Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
It's like it sounds like
Acknowledged.
a radio
Affirmative.
that's low
Acknowledged.
battery.
Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
I'm
Yes, sir.
pretty sure
Affirmative.
that's probably
Affirmative.
yeah.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Silos.
Vehicle report. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Awaiting
So
orders.
that should be it.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Since I
Awaiting
have all
affirmative.
their
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit
so-called
ready.
Acknowledged.
communications.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Comrade?
3,
Yes,
4,
sir.
Yes, sir.
5.
Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting.
Comrade?
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Acknowledge.
Affirmative.
On hold. Building.
Why am I actually building?
Construction
I
complete.
can just do like this.
Primary building selected. Training. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit
Actually,
ready.
let's just save.
Training.
Just in case.
Mission saved.
Affirmative.
Well, I did break their
Affirmative.
communication, so
Affirmative.
they
Unit
shouldn't be
acknowledged.
able to do any.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Awaiting acknowledged.
So is there
Acknowledged.
anything else down here?
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Training. Unit ready. Training. New construction options. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready.
Engineering. Affirmative. Yes,
Unit
sir.
ready.
Affirmative.
Awaiting or acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Let's capture
Vehicle
the...
affirmative.
Object mission accomplished.
And there we have it. It only took, what, 2 hours? What? 2 hours? Yeah. There was a lot of fails in that mission, and even though it might seem weird, this was probably the hard part of those 2 missions. But yeah. Oh, I always signed. So efficiency 6, yeah, that's how it is. But I managed to complete. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep everything in the video or I might cut it down because 2 hours is quite long. But again, I'm having fun, even though I keep failing. That's another thing. You have to keep failing, and then basically try again, and try again. That is the only way you can get better. Of course, I know I'm playing against the computer here, but sometimes it's hard in itself. Again, I am not a pro gamer. I just enjoy playing games and trying challenge myself to do the hard parts, and of course sharing the videos with everyone. But we will see. So all I have to say here, I thank you for watching, and I will see you in the last mission of the original Red Alert.